Okay, so about, I don't know, it was in the summer and right now it's now March. I found a BMX bike while I was working at my township that I live in, and it was in a dumpster, so I said, why not take it and make a project out of it? I tore it apart as soon as I got it home. Didn't film it, sorry. We're going to try to fix it up and make it a working BMX bike. All we have right now is just 2 tires. You can see that they've been tagged and sprayed, and it kind of looks like they got a new tire right here. So I took that one apart. It was flat as heck. This is the frame right here. Not too sure what about it, but it's very heavy. And then as you can see, it's been sprayed multiple times, and now I'm just trying to get off all the paint and go back to regular and spray paint it and make it look really nice. Oh, and if you guys want, try to figure out what kind of brand this is, because I have no absolute idea, and that's the only logo on the whole bike. I'd like to have gyro brakes on it, possibly just get front brakes on it that you can take off for when you actually want to do tricks and stuff. We have everything all fancied up. We got the stem completely sprayed with primer and the actual gloss finish. Same with the handlebars and the tire, which you can't really see. Some of the detailed parts are all sprayed. All we have to do now is one more tire, as you can see, like one more rim. I'm gonna see if I can scratch off this stuff. It's all like paint that's been on there for a while. Brake fluid should be able to get this stuff off, is what I've been told at least. So we'll see if I can get this spray paint off. And of course, I don't know if you can see that, we have the forks, they're all sprayed up. And of course, lastly, we have this frame, which weighs a ton. All we have to do is spray it now. Should be good by the time that we head out for our next camping trip.
Okay. Got the main frame primed and drying. It's cracking, so we're gonna have to do that again. Got these pieces up here. Handlebars. That was our final coat, right, Patrick?
Yeah.
So final coat on those. And did we prime that, or did we just do a final coat on the seat?
Final coat.
Just final coat on that. Both of those are drying there. Little bits and pieces. Are these all dry, or are they?
They're completely done.
Alright. So this is our final coat on some of these. With the way that it was scratching off the tires, I wonder how well it'll work for this. Last thing we've got to do is paint that rim. Then we can start piecing it together.
And fix the inner tube. And cut up some brake cables from that bike over there.
Yes. That rim we just finished peeling tape off. This is all painted up. And it is almost ready to go back together.
Well, the other day, me and my friends went to a little provincial park up north, about an hour away. It's called the Pinery, and we took the new BMX bike that I had finished up, like doing little touch-ups and stuff like that. And we, of course, brought mountain bikes as such. The only parts that really came off were the pedals and the front forks. Let's see if I can get it. Front forks and the foot pegs, I guess. And it was a pretty good test. I don't think we have any footage other than me going through a snow pile, which is a pretty dumb idea, but we did it anyway. I think I got this mountain bike right here for around, I think it was 150 bucks, regular like 600, because someone had brought it back and said that the inner tubes had blown up. If you inflate a tire too much, it can explode. The seam, like the bead, would have came out, and then the inner tube would have exploded out, and that would have probably shocked the person, very much so. So I'm guessing that's what happened. So I got this for $150 versus where if I wanted to get it brand new, it would have been, I think it was 600. So it was pretty good. Again, if you guys can figure out exactly like what brand that is, that'd be amazing, because I have no idea what it is at all. It's pretty cool though, how I started off with a bike that looked like utter garbage. I think I spent around 50 bucks in total. It's a pretty nice BMX bike,
It's a little on the heavy side, but that doesn't matter, really. I just fixed it up so I could have another bike, really. That's about it. Okay, let's do a quick recap on what I did. First thing I did when I first got this was, of course, you got to try and ride it out. See if it actually works. It was beautiful. The front tire was flat, so I had to patch that. Front tire's patched, works perfectly fine. Then I sanded everything down. Then I noticed that if I wanted to get a perfect coating on everything, I had to take it apart. So I ripped it all apart, finished the sanding, sprayed it all up. It looks as good as new. I had some compliments at the actual campsite that we were at from some people saying that it looked like a very nice bike. All around, this was an amazing find for basically, it was going to the dump. And I fixed it all up and it looks beautiful. Oh, also, I got a new chain for it, so it used to grab a little bit and stick because there was a bit of paint on everything. So now it is brand new chain. The old foot pegs that are sprayed down, they're starting to wear off, so you can see a bit of the silver and residue coming through, but that's to be expected. They're foot pegs, you put your feet on them, wears down. Same as the pedals. These right here, these are my friend's old pegs that he tried to put on to his mountain bike so he could do some tricks, but the mountain bikes don't have enough actual thread to sit on there, because with these ones, on the inside the bolt sits in there, so you have to tighten the bolt on over top of this, so technically this is a washer. Since mountain bikes don't have much clearance anyway, you need probably about 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch, and there's barely enough there. That's probably less than 1/4 inch. It's not going to be able to sit on there, so he just gave me those, but I put them on there, and it's pretty cool. Also, another thing, I was debating on putting on brakes. As you can see right here, I have some of the single hinge calipers or braking mechanisms. Sits right there, and then it's able to squeeze from either side. I forgot the most important part. The braking systems that are required for BMXs is that it has a single pin system. Both of the brake cables going on either side come around and hook up to a single lead that goes to the actual brake shaft. And then at the actual brake shaft here, it has a gyro brake so you can still do your tricks and stuff. Then it goes up to the brake handle up there. And to do all that, I have to buy a whole system, but it is what it is. And that'll be another project down the line that I'll definitely show you guys. Alright, so let's now figure out the exact weight of this beast, and we'll compare it to this mountain bike real quick. Oh, she's heavy. It says it's 40 pounds. That's a pretty heavy BMX bike. It's 30 pounds. It's lighter, but I guess it's more unwieldy. It's bigger. It's only 30 pounds. It's lighter than the BMX bike. I cannot believe this 29-inch 2 1/4 mountain bike. This bike here is lighter than this BMX. Even though it was in a dumpster, it looks pretty near new. The paint starts to chip off when you go pretty rough with it, but that's to be expected with paint. Same thing happens on other bikes, so I'm not too worried about that. This one was honestly just the experience on doing it myself, and it was pretty fun. I have just left my house and am going to Chase's to pack up a trailer, and then I'm gonna be heading over to get everyone else.
Even my phone. Alright, well, we're doing this. Watch me. And there's so much crap that we have to bring.
Tell a joke. Perform the text.
There we go.
On the task on the next 2 cards drawn. Tell a joke and everyone will judge it. If it's bad, take 5 cents. First, second, blow. The fellow who got the card.
What? Who set this up? What the hell is that?
Don't talk about it.
What is that?
A little bent.
Yo, you want this? Here's our bike that we fixed up. I should probably get off of it. Pretty beautiful. This is the better side. Heck yeah. Dumpster bike. Improved.
Hey Patrick, go for it. You won't make it that far. No, go through the tire tracks. It'll be a little bit more fair.
Some pretty steep roots.
Okay, go. Well,
There we go. Got this.
all right, Chase, show us how it's done then.
We're also going to be taking the BMX bike out soon to a BMX park to see what we can actually do with this. And of course that'll be in the next video. We'll see what exactly we can do with the BMX bike. Hopefully we can actually pull off some stuff and see what we can't do. You never know, we might break it.